This guy looks menacing. Welcome to Autobot Arcade. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Autobot Arcade here with your home for everything Transformers. And today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series The Last Night Barricade. But before we do, don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Autobot Arcade and Autobot Arcade Reviews. And without further ado, let's get into this review. Starting off with the packaging, and as with all the Studio Series, we have the open window box with the Transformers Studio Series logo down the bottom and some nice artwork of him on the side. On the first side of the box, we have a nice digital render of Barricade, and on the back of the box, we have him in both robot mode and vehicle mode, and the other side of the box has some pictures of the abandoned warehouse sort of area from the beginning of the 5th movie. And here he is out of the box. But before we take a closer look at him, who is the Last Night Barricade?
After his supposed death in both the 2007 and Dark of the Moon movies, Barricade returns to the screen in Transformers The Last Night, sporting a new, sleeker design and transforming into a 2016 Ford Mustang police car. He is known for using deception and intimidation rather than brute force. His motto, to enslave and punish, is a dark twist on the real police motto, to protect and serve, and is supposed to place him as a Decepticon dirty cop. He is a loyal subordinate of the Decepticon leader Megatron, and operates as a tracker and hunter of both humans and Autobots, as well as hunting key artifacts and gathering information.
But now, here he is in robot mode, and he's looking awesome. And thinking back to that original figure, this guy is, in my opinion, cleaner, more menacing looking, and a lot more detailed. He has a fair amount of paint apps all throughout, some silvers on him, some reds, but most of it is just sculpted detail, which does look really, really great, from the legs to the arms and to the chest. Moving in for a closer look at him though, and starting at the chest and working our way down, we can see all that sculpted in detail. Looking at the chest primarily, we can see that the front grille does angle just to make him look even more menacing and screen accurate. He has the nice Decepticon logo right slap bang in the middle of the chest, and working our way down, we can see some silver on the legs and some nice piston-like details in the lower legs. He has a lot of sculpted detail on the arms as well. The only thing is that he does not come with the sculpted in knuckle dusters, just like the original did, which is a bit of a downgrade, but everything else taken into consideration, this guy is the much better version. He cleans up really nicely. There isn't really any gaps on him anywhere. He's filled in all the way around. The backpack doesn't even look that bad on the back here. And if I just quickly transform him properly, he looks great all the way around. Taking a close look at the head sculpt as well, definitely has that insectoid look that a lot of the Michael Bay movie Decepticons had, which is pretty nice. He's got some silver for the faceplate and some nice red and blue for the eyes, and a lot of just sculpted in detail that just makes him look very menacing. Just one last look all the way around, we can see a very nice Decepticon figure. Inside of the box, we get the instruction manual, as always. And as for accessories, we get these things. So he has quite a nice lineup of accessories. First off, we have this black piece of plastic, which is actually his taser, which fits on the side of his arm. No paint on it, but it does look quite nice and has quite a bit of detail on the top side with all that wiring around the back. And it does look like there's some indent bits where the taser bit would come from. Next up, we have one of his pistols. Again, not painted, just in this sort of gunmetal grey plastic. Some nice details on it, but the issue with this and with the Revolver next is that the handle only goes into the hand so far, so it does stick out quite a bit of a way, as we'll see in a bit, and does look quite weird. The other side of the gun also has this peg, which we'll see what that does in a bit as well. The other pistol does look, in my opinion, a lot cooler, but does have the same issue with the handle, but it is a revolver looking pistol, has a nice cylinder for all the shots to be held in. It is quite thin, so I'm not sure how it would shoot out, but it does look very cool. And again, on the other side we have that tab, which we'll see what that does in a bit. And it does have a nice sculpted trigger as well for this one. And finally we have these two things, which are his arm cannon thing that goes around his arm. They can connect just like so, and it does look pretty cool. It's got 6 nice barrels and a lot of detailing around the outside. Again, as with the previous stuff, no paint on it whatsoever, but it does look quite nice. The barrels look really nice. There's sort of like muzzle flares or suppressors or something on the end of them, and a lot of tubing around the outside. Bringing in the figure, we can attach each of the weapons to him. Starting off with his taser weapon, this will just tab into the side of the arm, like so. Bringing in both of his pistols, we can use the tab on the other side to actually attach it to the side of him on his hip, so it looks like it's holstered, which is pretty cool. And they can also be held in the hand as well, just like so. But again, as I was saying before, they do look a bit goofy when he's holding them like this. It doesn't look like he's actually holding them properly. They're sort of just sticking out the top of his hands. But it is what it is. And the final accessory can be split in two. The first half will tab in under the arm, and the second half will tab over the top and into the other pieces. And when you have everything attached, he does look very menacing and very kitted out and ready for a fight. For articulation, the head can look left and right, but is a bit hindered by the chest plate. The arms come out this far, they can spin all the way around. There is a ball joint that allows the elbow to spin and bend, a nice waist swivel. The legs can come out this far, back this far, and forwards this far. There's a spin at the knee, which is also hindered by the wheel, and a nice bend at the knee, and then at the ankle we have some rockers, and there's a ball joint that allows you to spin the foot. For some robot mode size comparisons, here he is next to the Transformers Rise of the Beast Bumblebee, and this is a quite good comparison because this is close to what they looked like in the first movie as well. The Transformers Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime, the Gamer Edition Ratchet, the G1 Commander Class Optimus Prime, the New Age Optimus Prime, and for some other size comparisons we have the Marvel Legends Sam Wilson Captain America and the Star Wars Black Series Shaq-T. But without further ado, let's get into the transformation. And here he is in vehicle mode. And in my opinion, the original version of this guy did a really good job with the vehicle mode. But this is a solid upgrade and looks even more menacing than before. He's mainly just this blue plastic, but he does have some nice paint on him as well. He has some white on the roof and on the sides of the vehicle with the police logo and his badge number painted over the top of that. He has some silver down at the front for the headlights and the front grille lights as well. He has some red on the back for the tail lights. We have his light bar on the top, which looks really good. And we have what sort of looks like armor or vents on the back of the vehicle as well. And overall, he just looks very, very menacing. Even with that spoiler attached, he looks like a fierce police car, and no one's going to want to mess with him. Moving in for a closer look, and we can see that the wheels are pinned on, so they do roll really, really nicely. And just getting a closer look at those paint apps on the side and on the top, they're very clean, no smudges or anything. The light bar has some detail sculpted into it as well, which is nice. And we just have a lot of paneling and nice detail all along the side, and some nice trans clear black plastic for the windows. The front is looking, as I said earlier, very menacing. A lot of sharp angles and spikes everywhere. And from the underside, he's pretty clean apart from the head, but if you remove the head, you wouldn't really be able to tell what this is. Just looks like some car engine details or whatever. From the back, taking a closer look, you can see the red paint a bit better, and even the back looks menacing as well. A lot of straight and angled lines all over him, making him look very dangerous. The only real issue I have with this is on the sides, just behind the doors, there is some gaps. That is where the guns attach in robot mode. I wish that these were more filled in, because it does look like a chunk of the car is just missing, but it is what it is. Bringing in the accessories, we can take the taser, we can plug it into the roof right here, and then taking one of his pistols, we can use this tab that was to holster it on his hip and tab it into the side right here. And we can do the same with the other gun on the other side. And then if we take this barrel arm cannon thing, we can see that on the taser there is a tab and a slot, and that is so that these can attach either side, like so. And when he's all armored up, he looks like he's got a weaponized look, and he's even more dangerous and going to be able to kill even more Autobots. And he can still roll with all of this on him as well. For some vehicle mode size comparisons, here he is next to the Transformers Rise of the Beast Bumblebee, the Transformers Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime, the Gamer Edition Ratchet, the G1 Commander Class Optimus Prime, the New Age Optimus Prime, then we have the Marvel Legends Sam Wilson Captain America, and finally the Star Wars Black Series Shaq-T. And that's a wrap on our review of the Transformers Studio Series The Last Night Barricade. A really great figure in both robot mode and vehicle mode. Great paint apps and is very accurate to his on-screen appearance. And a much needed upgrade over the original Last Night Barricade. The only thing that one had over this one is the branded knuckle dusters, but other than that, this is well worth the pickup. But before he does find those knuckle dusters and beat us all up, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, click the subscribe button if you want to see more Transformers reviews, and if you did enjoy the video, why not leave a comment down below, tell me whether you think this is an upgrade or not. And until next time, transform and roll out.